Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 13th of March for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you some standout details from this week that we can all relate to collectively, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you in forensic detail all the ins and outs particularly relevant to your sign. Now, Mars and Neptune have been forging a really debilitating square, which was the biggest feature of autumn in the northern hemisphere and the spring in the south, and that's being repeated, and it comes up to its high point on Tuesday, with Mercury also advancing in the sign of Pisces to join up with Neptune. I think it's true to say that fact could really be stranger than fiction this week. And because the quarter moon on Wednesday is in the amplifying sign of Sagittarius, if we are feeling something very deeply, the chances are we are going to feel it to the nth degree. However, on Thursday, Venus returns to one of its two home zones, Taurus, and also forges a very stable link to Saturn. And I think that can be very helpful to get our feet on the ground, to try to decipher what's really what. And also, the angle between Venus and Saturn links in nicely to the Sun's final moments in the sign of Pisces, where Saturn is as well, which forges a great sextile to the planet of change, Pluto. So something in our world could transform as this week goes on. Also, as the week draws to a close, Mercury emerges from that fog of that link with Neptune, which can be very challenging because Mercury's debilitated in the sign of Pisces, and it emerges into the fiery Aries, preparing us for the vernal equinox, which is going to occur on the first day of next week in the sign of Aries, when we start the whole astral journey again. So that gives you a little bit of a flavour. Please stay with me for your individual forecast, but if you are new to my channel, it's great to have you with us. This is very much a community, and please feel you can comment. I interact with all comments, but please do subscribe too. So Aries, your week commencing the 13th of March forecast could see you feeling a bit dispirited, with your ruler Mars being conflicted by both Neptune and Mercury. It may feel that there's a kind of undercurrent that you can't quite see that's just draining you of vitality and drive, and it could be rather frustrating. But a good news story starts to emerge from Thursday, and it could be to do with your financial situation. Also, hard work that you've invested behind the scenes over a very long period of time can start to come back to you as the Sun angles brilliantly to Pluto. But it's the arrival of Mercury in your sign on Sunday which really is such a positive piece of news. That's going to bring you much more into the moment. Some of the worries and anxieties and a feeling that you can't quite be in the moment. Perhaps your mind is going to go back to past events. You could feel very nostalgic. Your imagination can actually be absolutely enormous this week, but bringing it into a more grounded plane is going to be the challenge. But I think that Venus can help you, particularly in that link with Saturn, but it is going to be Mercury's arrival that gives you the sense you're coming into the moment and preparing you for the beginning of that wonderful new Aries season and the new astrological year.